Hello dear student, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there. So student, today we are going to study about the part second of the lesson. Yes, what is written here on the board? The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So name of the lesson is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Okay, and it is a part 2. So student, the part 1 and the part 2 both are related to the musical instrument. Yes, so from couple of previous days, what we are learning about the music instrument. The sound is coming out from the music instrument. If the sound is coming in such a good manner and it listens good to the ears, then what happens? We feel so pleasure, we feel so delighted, we feel so peaceness in our heart, and we feel so light weighted, even light. Okay, and everyone, it seems like that every here is happiness and a politeness throughout the environment if we listen to the music. So student, music is a part of our life. If there is no music, then one individual or a group of persons will totally become such a burden creature, and he or she wouldn't have a time to spare, okay, in a free time. So everyone are too busy and they will lose their mental capacity, they will lose their mental capability and how to console their oneself. So music playing a very important role in our life to give us politeness, to give of us freedom, liberty, and it fulfill our mind and the heart with positive thoughts, with positive feeling. Though music brings a positive thoughts, positive feeling and positive energy, positive power to look over a thing in a positive manner. So student, if in our life there is more positivity, then our whole life will go in such a good manner, in such a good way. If there is something negative, it seems that something is not going good. So it should be corrected by listening the music, the sound of the musical instrument. So student, in the couple of the previous videos, you have seen that how Alvin Glennie faced all kind of challenges and she made herself, okay, for the music. Though music is not meant for her, but she made herself for the music. She did each and everything and she taken all possible steps to make herself, and she devoted herself to the music. If one person devote herself or himself towards anything, then that person can going to become a mastermind in that particular thing, in that particular field. So this is what we have learned from the previous video, how Alvin Glennie, a character in the sound of the music, struggled hard and became such an orchestra and a mastermind in a music, okay, in a field of the music, and she knows all musical instrument and how to play. And how it became possible for her? She started learning the music with the help of the mind, with the help of the heart, okay, with the help of the eyes and the help of the facial expression of the person who is teaching her. And she learned each and everything, though she made herself, okay, and she molded herself to learn each and everything what comes in her life. She never neglected. She never regretted for anything. She did each and everything. She taken all possible steps and she never left any stone unturned. She turned each and every stone and she became a mastermind in the field of the music. So student, in the same manner, today we are going to learn about the Bismillah Khan, and he is well known for the Shehnai. And he used to play the Shehnai from the childhood till his death, and he became famous character in our Indian territory, and he is known for the music. And that person is no one, he is the Bismillah Khan, and he is known for the playing Shehnai. So today we are going to begin with the part 2 of the same lesson. So before beginning this lesson, I would like to tell everyone, please open your textbook, come here on the page number 21, and here we have a lesson, the Shehnai of the Bismillah Khan. And as I am reading, so everyone should pay attention where I am reading. Put your fingertip of your index finger just under to that sentence, then you will get to know about the text more better. Okay, so let's begin with this. Okay, so here we have the part 2, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So before you read, do you know these people? What instruments do they play? So here some of the peoples, okay, with their musical instruments have given here. So you can see these all are the music players, a mastermind in the musical instrument. So we should know the name of the each and every person, yes or no. So student, take it as a homework for you. Okay, so you have to browse and Google and find out the names of such a great personalities who are known for a music. See, a person is playing a flute and another person is playing a violin and another person, women are playing guitar here. So here a person is playing a tabla, so a person is playing ektara, okay, and different harmonium, and even finally we have the Shehnai player, okay, Bismillah Khanji. So here the second paragraph says that think of the Shehnai and the first thing you will probably imagine is a wedding or a similar occasion or function. The next will probably be Ustad Bismillah Khan, the Shehnai maestro, playing this instrument. So student, ever you seen the Shehnai which is used to be played in the wedding? So student, you can see here the picture which is kept here, okay, just beside to the name of this great personality. So this Shehnai is used to play in the wedding ceremony. Okay, the music player, the mastermind of the Shehnai come and they attend our music wedding ceremony, and they play the Shehnai in such a grateful, in such a pleasant manner, and it makes everyone so pleasure. And that Shehnai is personally and occasionally used in the wedding ceremony and even big okay, traditional ceremonies which were being celebrated in our Indian subcontinent. So student, let's learn and know who is Bismillah Khan and what is Shehnai. So student, before beginning this lesson, I would like to say you that please student, while listening this video, pay your a full attention towards the video and listen each and every sentence carefully and try to learn about the character and about his biography and bibliography. Understood? So let's begin with the further go and let's be started. Okay, so here we have Emperor Aurangzeb, a big Emperor Aurangzeb, a big great king, okay, during his reign, and he have ruled the many parts of the India, and he is one of the success Emperor. Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence, for it had a shrill unpleasant sound. So Emperor Aurangzeb forcefully, without knowingly, and he banned a musical instrument. What is named? Pungi. Pungi should be banned in my kingdom. It shouldn't be played anymore because the sound of the pungi is unpleasant. It is not good for the ears. So what I will do? So he banned the pungi. Then what happened? Pungi became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. So the pungi is a generic name, ancestors and an ancient name for the musical instrument, and it is used for making the noise. Why it is used for making the noise? If the king is arriving in the kingdom, then a pungi is played by the mastermind of pungi, then it seems that a king is coming, and everyone should pay attention towards it, and everyone should be an attention, because pungi is such kind of musical instrument, but the sound of the pungi is not good. That's why Emperor Aurangzeb banned it. Then few had thought that it would one day be revived. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace. Then what happened? here a barber who used to cut the hairs of the peoples, and he belongs to a family of professional musicians. So what he did, he had invented a new musical instrument. How he invented? Let's read it out. Then, who had access to the royal palace, decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. So what he decided? I will improve the tonal quality of the pungi. Though a king have banned this pungi, but I will improve the vocal and the tonal quality of that pungi. If it is played once more time, it should be played in such a pleasant manner. So he taken this challenge. Then he chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi, and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. So student, earlier pungi is like this one. Earlier the pungi is this one, and the beside is which one? The Shehnai. These pungi have such a fatty body structure, but the sound is not good. But this barber, and the name of the barber is Shehnai, a Bismillah Khan, had invented a new musical instrument, and it is called another generation of the pungi instrument. So he taken a stem, made it a big hole in between the stem, and he taken 4 to 5 holes over the stem, and he start playing, and the sound is coming more pleasant as compared to that pungi. Then and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. And how many holes he had made? He made 7 holes. Okay. Then when he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. Then after completion of the whole musical instrument, a Shehnai, which were made of the 7 holes, and it is thin, thin and the smell, body structure, and it is straightforward, and there is one big hole in between that stem, and when playing it gives a very pleasure and a pleasant sound, and it sounds very good, a very pleasant one, a very fantastic one, and it is liked by many people there in the darbar. Then what happened? He played the instrument before royalty, and everyone was impressed. They became happy. The instrument, so different from the pungi, had to be given a new name. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah's chambers and was played by Nai barber, the instrument was named the Shehnai. Then what happened? Here the main character Bismillah Khan, yes, Bismillah Khan invented, what he did? He invented another version means a duplicate piece, another version of pungi, let's keep it under inverted comma, another version of pungi, and played it in front of darbar, and played it in front of royal procession, processions means a group of gathering, in front of the king, in front of royal procession. Then everyone impressed means becoming happy. Then everyone impressed by new version of pungi, and it is given a new name by the Emperor Aurangzeb, and it is called and named Shehnai, Shehnai. So student, it is named Shehnai. That thin hollow spear a 7 holes pungi, a 7 hole Shehnai named here, okay, orange name here, this Bismillah Khan's Shehnai. So student, do you know the meaning of Nai? Nai is a barber, okay, Nai can be called here barber. So he is a barber. So the barber is the one person who invented this Shehnai first time and present in front of the royal court, and these Shehnais played by the barber. That's why the name of that instrument became Shehnai. What it became? Shehnai. Understood how that Shehnai got its name? So you can find it out here, and the first paragraph is the best suitable, okay, extract if the question comes how the Shehnai got its name, Shehnai, okay, with question mark. Then you have to follow the first paragraph for answering this question. Okay, now comes to the second paragraph. The sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious. The meaning of the auspicious is promising to bring good fortune, is called auspicious. Okay, though the Bismillah Khan might be, he have promised, I will bring the good fortune of this pungi. Okay, just neglect this one, I will bring a good version, a good fortune, okay, of this. Then he had promised, he had taken the auspicious from the king. Then, and for this reason it is still played in temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. So what happened? From that onwards, when it is accepted by a kingdom of Aurangzeb that this Shehnai could be played instead of pungi and its sound is very good, from that day onwards this Shehnai, yes, this Shehnai is played in throughout the country's great occasions, good functions, and it became a part of the wedding functions also. And here the meaning of indispensable in the third line of the second paragraph, what it means, without which a piece of work cannot be done. So without the Shehnai, the wedding wouldn't be going to be take place. If wedding is taking place, if Shehnai is not there, it seems that wedding is not a wedding, it is such a part of the function. If Shehnai is there, then wedding is going to be get completed. See, the role of the Shehnai is more important in such kind of big functions, and Shehnai given a utmost importance in such a big function because of its sound and music. Okay, in the past the Shehnai was part of the Naubat or tradition ensemble of 9 instruments found at royal courts. Now in the royal courts there were very important musical instruments, and these musical instruments are respected, are worshipped, and they can be decorated in such a big function, and the Shehnai also become the part of that musical instrument. And during the kingdom's reign, everyone used to spend their good times, okay, in singing, dancing, okay, chatting and enjoying throughout the day with the help of the music, and the tradition and the culture heritage was going to be played in front of the big kingdoms, okay, darbar, and these Shehnai given utmost important in the musical instrument of that royal court. Okay, till recently it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Though this Shehnai is only played in the royal courts where king is sitting, okay, on his chamber, and all the darbar peoples were sitting, and the Shehnai is played by the, okay, some music player. Though this Shehnai is also played in the wedding ceremony, everyone are appreciating it. Okay, so these Shehnai have some limitation. It is only played in the wedding ceremony and some big functions, and it is played in the royal courts, okay, for enjoyment and for spending the time in leisure. Then what about the Shehnai? Then what is the use of it? Then came, okay, Ustad Bismillah Khan, and he taken the Shehnai out of this limitation, and he start playing Shehnai throughout the India, and that Shehnai became famous by the name of the Ustad Bismillah Khan. and this Ustad Bismillah Khan become a very good and a great icon, and he became a legendary in the field of the musical instrument. Okay, so this is what we got in the second paragraph. In second paragraph, we learned how the Shehnai from the royal courts, okay, shifted to the wedding ceremony. From the wedding ceremony, shifted to the important musical instrument of the royal court. From the important musical instrument of the royal court, it is shifted to the Ustad Bismillah Khan, who taken the Shehnai throughout the India and made it famous. So student, let's begin with the third paragraph. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient state of Damron in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Biharji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaj. Then what happened? When the Bismillah Khan, Ustad Bismillah Khan is only 5 years old boy. He used to play the gilli danda from one place to another. There is a group of the teams, team A and a team B. They are playing the gilli danda. If team A wins, then they are appreciated. If team B wins, then they are appreciated. So at the same time, during his childhood, gilli danda is too famous. Even nowadays also, in our villages, small kids are playing gulli danda. They used to play the gulli danda in such an energetic manner. Everyone are gathered here and there. They catch the gulli and they will throw it to the danda. And it was a very fantastic game. When he was a smaller playing gulli danda, he used to visit to the Biharji temple. And he belongs to which village? His name of the village is Damraun. Where it is? It is in Bihar. So he is visiting the Biharji temple each and every day, and he is singing a chaita, a song, a devotional song in the temple each and every day. And for singing a chaita, he had given such a very important prize of 1.25 kg laddu he had given. Okay, and he take that laddu and come back and he will eat and fill his stomach. And that laddu is given by the local Maharaj. So here you can learn about the Ustad Bismillah Khan, that how fantastic and how energetic person he was. He used to play the gulli danda. He used to sing, in front of the peoples who are there and gathered in the temple. He used to receive the prizes, and he is appreciated by the local Maharaja. Though this Ustad Bismillah Khan is very energetic and very fascinative, even he is very well appreciated and a brave boy also. So student, all these qualities are there in you. Yes, you should develop these qualities. You should develop the qualities what Ustad Bismillah Khan. He had a passion of learning new things. Understood? Okay, next. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has traveled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. So 80 years before, he was doing all these kind of things, small things, and these small things made him to achieve such a great civilian award, which is called Bharat Ratna. So student, as we explained you that Bharat Ratna is one of the greatest civilian award in the field of the honorary, and the person will receive the Bharat Ratna award if he had done something great work in the field of the music, in the field of the literature, in the field of the sports, and everywhere, then he will receive that great award. This is what here Ustad Bismillah Khan have received Bharat Ratna. Then, so here in the third paragraph, we have learned about his childhood and what he used to do and which award he had received, a Bharat Ratna, a highest civilian award in the field of the music. Okay, now comes to the paragraph number 4. He was born on 21st March 1916. Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Bux Khan, was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur's King's Court. So, Bismillah Khan born on 21st of March 1916. 1916 is an era when the World War I was erupted. In the 1914 it was erupted and it was ended in 1919. So he born in this era in 1914 and he bought not hatred, he bought not a war, he didn't bought such a hatred feeling in his heart, he bought peace by becoming a musician, by playing Shehnai. So his whole family belongs to the musician king. Okay, so his whole family used to play the music. Okay, then his grandfather Rasul Bux Khan was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur's king's court. So his grandfather was a Nawab of the music in the Bhojpur's king court. Then his father Pegambar Bux and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players, and his father and the ancestors, they became such a great musicians, and their whole ancestors and their whole great to great grandfathers are playing music throughout their life. And this Ustad Bismillah Khan became one of the greatest icon of his life by receiving the Bharat Ratna in the field of the music, because he never given up his ancestors practices of playing music. So this is what we have learned from the page number 22. Now student, come here on the page number 23, a fifth paragraph. The young boy took to music early in life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Benares, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. Then what happens? The young boy, taken the music as his own passion in such a very early age, and his mother taken him to his maternal uncle. Where? In Banaras, in Varanasi. Now it is called Varanasi. So Bismillah Khan was passionate watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. So his maternal uncle used to practice the Shehnai day and night. He used to play it. Then he is observing throughout the day to his uncle how he is playing, how he is practicing, how he is energetic while playing the Shehnai, and he never feels so tired. Then he totally fascinated and motivated by his maternal uncle for playing Shehnai. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Bux, and the name of his uncle is Ali Bux. So name of the Bismillah Khan's uncle is Ali Bux, and he used to play Shehnai. Then Ali Bux soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Bux to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Bux was employed to play the Shehnai. So this Ali Bux was employed in the Vishnu temple, and the Varanasi is known for the Kashi Vishwanath. In this temple he is employed to play the Shehnai. Then Ali Bux would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. So this Bismillah Khan was sitting in such a corner of the temple and is watching his maternal uncle how he plays the Shehnai, and everyone are so fascinated to see his uncle's a way of playing the Shehnai. And this person Bismillah Khan throughout the day watches his uncle and he never do anything, and he is too motivated by him. Then what happened? Slowly he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of the Ganga become the young apprentice's favorite haunts, where he could practice in solitude. Then what happens? Throughout the year he start observing his uncles and he start learning the way of the music which was being played on the Shehnai. And new temples there in the Varanasi, like Balaji's, like Mangala Mayas and the banks of the Ganga river, he used to sit there beside and he used to play the Shehnai in solitude, and he learns how to play in a perfect manner. So this is what this small boy used to do. The flowing water of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. See what happens. So he learned ragas. He learned the ragas. Who? This small boy, Bismillah Khan, learned ragas and these ragas were learned when the flowing of the river Ganga is too fast according to the sound of the river Ganga's waves and the tides. He used to play a Shehnai, and playing the ragas on the Shehnai, it is not so it is not so easy. For playing the ragas on the Shehnai, you need more skill, you need a good mouth movement skill, where it is too difficult to play on the Shehnai. But he did this, he taken this challenge and he did on the Shehnai. This is what this boy did here. Then comes to the 6th paragraph. So here in the 5th paragraph we have learned that from his own home he is taken to the maternal uncle, and his name was Ali Bux, and he used to play the Shehnai, and he was employed in the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Throughout the day he used to play the Shehnai there in the Kashi Vishwanath. And this boy, Bismillah Khan, Ustad Bismillah Khan, used to sit in somewhere in a corner, and he observed his uncle, and he learned the Shehnai, how to play in such a perfect manner, and he practiced the Shehnai in such a solitude, in an individual manner there beside to the Ganga river, on the banks of the Ganga river, and he learned ragas on the Shehnai. So it is too difficult to learn, but he taken it as a challenge, and he learned. So now comes to the paragraph number 6th. At the age of 14, now he became older. Now he grown up. Who? Ustad Bismillah Khan. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad music conference. So Bismillah went with his uncle Ali Bux to the Allahabad music conference. What it is? It is a musical meeting. A person who used to play the musical instrument, they had a very good meeting, a good conference. Where it is? It is in Allahabad. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fazan Khan patted the young boy's back and said, what he said? Work hard and you shall make it. Then a great music player, a great music practitioner, a percussionist, what he did? He patted the back of the Ustad, Ustad Bismillah Khan, and his name was Ustad Fazan Khan, and he told, once a day you will become such a great music player in your life, so keep practicing, never going to give up. So who told? Ustad Fazan Khan. Then with the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, now what happened? Now the All India Radio was opened in Lucknow. Student, written it down. So I am rubbing here. So the All India Radio opened in Lucknow in 1938, and this boy, who? Ustad Bismillah Khan, now playing in the radio. Now this boy became famous in the field of the music. So when did the All India Radio open first time? All India Radio. Student, do you have a radio in your homes? Yes, the radios which were being kept as it is in a good maintained manner by your ancestor, by your grandfather. They used to listen the radio, the news which used to come, because it is a very fastest news here you are receiving in the radio. And now due to the improvement in the news sector, improvement in the mass media, now different kind of that news reporting you are watching there on the television, but the earliest form of the getting the news or getting the news source is the radio. So All India Radio was opened in 1938 at where? At Lucknow. So this Ustad Bismillah Khan, at the age of the 14, he start playing, he start playing his Shehnai in the radio, and which was being heard by many people there in India. Then here, yes, he soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. Then he became Shehnai player in radio, and everyone appreciating his Shehnai skill. Then what happened in the paragraph number 7th? When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Trust with Destiny speech. Then what happens? When India got its independence on 15th of August 1947. So on 15th August 1947, when India got independence, when India got independence, this boy Ustad Bismillah Khan played Shehnai. He played Shehnai at Red Fort. Where it is situated? Yes, it is in New Delhi, at Red Fort. Okay, he played Shehnai at Red Fort. Okay, through its heart he chosen the raga Kafi, and he had played the Shehnai in such a good manner, and it motivated each and everyone throughout the India who were watching that event. And on the same day, the speech was given by the Jawaharlal Nehru of the Indian independence, which is Trust with Destiny. When? Okay, on the same night of the same day, on 15th August 1947. Now student comes here on the paragraph number 8. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Khan was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Other souvenirs means things given in memory of a place, person or event. So it is given in the right side bottom corner of your page number 23. So this Bismillah Khan not only showed his skill in India, he went outside, okay, to show his skill throughout the world. And his first visit, okay, a first foreign visit is Afghanistan. So he went to Afghanistan, he shown his skill, and he is totally appreciated by the big kings of that Afghanistan. And the name of that king is, okay, King Zahir Shah. And he given him a carpets, okay, which is famous for the carpets. And he given him the souvenirs, very special things from the Afghanistan. So they gifted him with free of cost, without asking any price money. So this is how he motivated and inspired another big kings, okay, in such a maestro assembly, and everyone got motivated and they start donating the things free of cost. So this is how the skill helped him to become a famous, okay, to earn the name and fame. Okay, then the king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. Then what happened? The king Zahir Shah is not only a king who got inspired by his Shehnai. Even the film director Vijay Bhatt got inspired from his Shehnai, and what he listened somewhere in the festival, and he made one particular film on the Shehnai, and he written it Goonj Uthi Shehnai. It means that the Shehnai was played in such a loud manner, okay, that Goonj Uthi Shehnai. Fine. So this is what here you have learned in the 8th paragraph of the page number 23, that Bismillah Khan, okay, throughout his childhood, and when he became bigger, matured, he was traveled throughout the part of the world, and he is getting too famous, okay, for playing the Shehnai. Then what happened? The same paragraph. Yes, the film was a hit, and one of Bismillah Khan's compositions, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chart buster. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two: Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and Vikram Srinivas' Kannada venture, okay, Sanadi Appanna. I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. So what happens, this Bismillah Khan not only famous, okay, in such a big functions, in such a function of maestro, in the function of, okay, a folk musical event, or in the function of any big event, though he is taken throughout each and every home with the help of the television, throughout the films, by the help of the films like Goonj Uthi Shehnai, okay, Dil Ka Khilona Hai, Toot Gaya. This kind of these movies were made on the name of the Shehnai, on the name of Ustad Bismillah Khan, and he is taken to each and everyone, and he becomes such a famous personality throughout the India. And at last he told, even the television and the film fraternity made me to reach each and everyone with the help of the electronic media, and they helped me most, and he pleased them, okay, for his great achievement. Then comes the 10th paragraph. So from here, the 10th paragraph till 13, it comes the conclusion of this lesson. Okay, what it is? It is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Okay, 10th. National awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. So he got all the national awards like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan. In 2001, he got such a great award which is called, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting the rare happiness. He said, all I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music. So here the Ustad Bismillah Khan given such a highest award, the Bharat Ratna, after receiving the Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, and he got an Bharat Ratna award in 2001. When he got the Bharat Ratna award and it is placed on his chest, then he became so delighted, he became so appreciated. And what he told, okay, when someone asked him a question, then he told, what I experienced, that every parent should teach a music to their kids, because Western peoples are coming India to learn the music, but our kids are not learning the music. But they should be motivated to learn the music in each and every field, and they shouldn't be depreciated from anyone. So this is what here the Bismillah Khan says. Now the 12th paragraph. In spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Sahab, and he is fondly called, so he is called Khan Sahab, a nickname was given him, Khan Sahab, is extremely fond of Banaras and Dabron, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. If someone asks what are the wonderful towns throughout the world, he used to say Banaras, a Varanasi and a Dabron, which is there in the Bihar. Then a student of his once wanted him to head the Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. But Khan Sahab asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. Then what happens? A student from the USA came and he was too rich. Khan Sahab, please come to the USA and teach the Shehnai to our kids, to our population, and I will turn throughout the environment of the USA like how Varanasi it is. I will construct the big temples, a very well constructed temples, and it looks so beautiful, and you will feel so pleasure while teaching Shehnai to our kids. And what he asked, would you bring the Ganga river there in the USA? No, it wouldn't be possible. Then how could I? The Babron and the Varanasi are such a good, wonderful place for me, okay, throughout the world, he used to say. Then what happens? That is why whenever I am in foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique Mattha of Dabron. Then what he used to say, when I was moving here and there throughout the world in foreign countries, I used to think about the India, okay, the taste of the Hindustan. When I was there in the Mumbai, I used to think about the Banaras and the Varanasi. When I was there in the Varanasi, I used to think about the Mattha, a recipe which is drinked, which is eaten, a dairy product, okay, which gives me a very energy while playing the Shehnai, and it keeps me healthy. I used to think about it. Though I love each and everything which is given to me from my ancestors, my place, my field, my hobbies, I love each and everything. So I never think about anything else. So student, This is what two paragraphs is an introduction which is taken by a person who is called Shekhar Gupta. So here you will get something conversation about the Bismillah Khan and Shekhar Gupta in the box. So what it is, Shekhar Gupta is asking to Bismillah Khan, when partition happened, didn't you and your family think of moving to Pakistan? Though Bismillah Khan ji, you are a Muslim, so didn't you think to go to a Pakistan when the partition happened? Then what Bismillah Khan replied in such a good manner. He said, Bismillah Khan, God forbid, might be he did in the same thing. Me, leave Banaras? A big question mark. Never. I went to Pakistan once. Yes, I went to Pakistan once. I crossed the border just to say I have been to Pakistan. I went to Pakistan, I crossed the border and I stand there for a second and I said I have been to the Pakistan. I was there for about an hour. For 1 hour I stayed there. I said Namaskar to the Pakistanis. He said Namaskar to the Pakistanis and Salam Alaikum to the Indians. I had a good laugh. Then he told Salam Alaikum to the Indians and he had a good laugh. So this is what a funny creature he was, and he taken all the question in such a good manner and an easy manner, and he motivated everyone through its word, through its communication and through its field of music. So student, here we have the last paragraph of this lesson, 13th. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich culture heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Though the India is a country of the dividation, it is a country of the separation during the era of the pro-independence period and the post-independence period of 1947. Then he used to bring both of the community together by playing the Shehnai at the banks of the river Ganga, and he was too happy of playing it. And it looks a Muslim devotee is playing a music on the river of the Ganga, and it is a holy place of the Hinduism. It is a holy place of the Kashi Vishwanath temple. But the intention is to bring all of them together and spread the peace and the harmony among all together. This is what the intention of it. So student, in the bracket what is given, Ustad Bismillah Khan passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 after prolonged illness. He was given a state funeral and the government of India declared one day of a national mourning. This is all about the Ustad Bismillah Khan, and the Ustad Bismillah Khan is one of the great icon and the history of our Indian musical instrument. So student, this is all about here, Ustad Bismillah Khan's. So read this part 2 about the Shehnai master Ustad Bismillah Khan thoroughly, and understand each and every paragraph which was being taught here. So student, in the coming video we are going to discuss thinking about the text, grammar portion, and each and everything we are going to do here. For the time being, take care and have a nice day, and watch this video thoroughly from a beginning till end and don't miss out. So student, once again, have a nice day. Bye bye.